Hello, hello. Good morning. Hi. I'm so sorry. I'm super late with our what do you call this? With our live for today. I woke up late, got some errands to do. So that's why we are running a little late. Yep. Our dogs had to get vaccines today. That's why. But good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. This is our Sunday morning updates. Any immigration concerns, any immigration concerns, so hop on, join me, and if you have any questions, you are traveling to the Philippines anytime soon or processing something, you can ask the question in our chat box and I will answer them one by one. Familia, I'm in the road right now. You guys are amazing. Hey, Jess, be careful driving. Good morning. Good morning from Rans, Cordova. Good morning to you, my friend. Good morning, Familia. Ay, Familia. That's what Jess calls everybody. Good morning, Familia. Yes. Hello, good morning. Allowed na po ba ang tourist from Marivic Godines? As of right now, hindi pa rin po allowed ang mga tourists sa Philippines. So, ang mga allowed lang po na makauwi muna dito sa Philippines ay yung mga spouses of a Filipino national, kids, and parents of Filipino national. That with a 9A visa. So, mag-a-apply pa rin sila ng 9A visa. Hello from Pennsylvania. Good morning, Eaton family. Hello, Leonessa Strempo. Good morning to you, dear. Good morning, good morning. Good morning from the Philippines. Good evening, stateside. How's everybody, how's everybody doing? How's your weekend? Anong mga pangyayari sa buhay? What's going on in our lives? So in the Philippines, not much. Not much. I think they have been quiet again, but maybe because of the ECQ that's imposed at the moment until the 20th of August, but they are still ramping up the vaccination rollout. So update in the Philippines for fully vaccinated Filipinos are 9.9%. 9.9%. Kamusta from Singapore? Hello, Kenzo. Good morning. Hi po, Mark Paulo Corpus. Good morning. DMG, hi, hello. Hey, Brother Vincent. Good morning. How you doing? So maraming salamat to all of you guys who are here. Like I said, if you have any questions with regards to travel updates so far, travel updates to the Philippines stay as is. So they did not really release much of a change which is shocking actually. So, but then also Manila is now under enhanced community quarantine. There's really not much action in there until that restriction is lifted. So with enhanced community quarantine in Manila, international flights are not affected. But if you're traveling outside Manila to get to your final destination, that's probably when you're going to have problems with, because domestic flights coming in and out to Manila is currently restricted because of the current uh, quarantine classifications imposed. Me sensitive, hello, good morning. Ha, 9.9. I thought it's now slightly more than 11% for those who had to. No, I'm looking at it right now. Well, this is 2 days ago. They update this every, so
Well, there's not going to be many vaccinations over the weekend.
yes. Over here they don't do vaccines on the weekend, Vincent. It's nice and quiet here in Pennsylvania, and I'm just anxious for my travel coming home to see family next week. Wish me luck. Thank you, and God bless you guys. Oh, Leonisa. Wow, safe travels to you. I know the Philippines is, they said that, I know I get a lot of complaints that it's such a hassle going home to the Philippines right now. I get that because we've been on that hassle when we went home the last time, but there's really nothing like coming home to your hometown and be with your family. That's all worth it with all the hassle. When it comes to the process at the airport, it's not really as bad as you think. Actually, the way they organize the process at the airport when you go through this time when you go home is not as bad as others think. It's like as long as your paperwork are complete, you should go through between 30 to an hour at the airport and proceed to your quarantine hotel. So DMG, hi, just got my 9A in the mail. I'm super excited to accept. Wow, really? That's quick. 72 hours, 3 days. Where did you apply it, DMG? And can you share what documents did you submit and which consulate did you apply it for? That's really good that they process it for 3 days, no? That's actually good that they can process the visa for 3 days. Good Sunday po. Ano na ang balita sa mga flight natin international sana? Maging semi-normal lalo na pauwi sa mga oil business, lalo sa yung 3 months, 1 month rotation dito sa OF. I don't think that's really affected, Rolando. So, international flights, hindi po siya affected sa ECQ. So, especially OFWs, allowed naman kayong makaalis ng Pilipinas. Applied. Oh, San Francisco only. Yeah, that's usually is. I also have several subscribers before that I have assisted on 9A visa. They usually applied at San Francisco, and San Francisco typically approves and process visa application quicker than the other consulates abroad, and that's really good, DMG. I'm happy for you. The thing that I'm curious, I wanted to share to our subscribers, the what do you call this, the documents that you have sent them, if you don't mind, Saipan. Sad that still unable to travel to the Philippines, and yes, travel there and spend Christmas this December in Philippines. Very boring, nothing to do here during Christmas in Singapore. It really is more fun in the Philippines Christmas time because we celebrate it differently, and we do celebrate it longer. So next month is Bear month already, and you would see Christmas decorations already on the streets, at the mall. So we start our Christmas when Burr month starts. Ate, okay pa din ba makauwi na uwi using a Pinas using expired passport with US passport po? So, Mark, naging naturalized ka sa US, naging US citizen, pero hindi ka nag-apply for dual citizenship. Pwede ka pa rin makauwi under what do you call this? Under Balikbayan Visa Program. Dalhin mo lang yung Philippine passport mo na expire kasi kailangan nilang makita yun. Hello po, ask ko lang, One Health Pass at Padlab po ang kailangan i-register bago umuwi na Pilipinas at ilang days po ang quarantine. Yes, One Health Pass and Padlab if you are landing in Terminal 1 or Terminal 3. Ang registration mo ay for doon. Tapos ang quarantine right now is 10 days. I sent everything that's on the Los Angeles website plus photos of my wife and I. That's really cool, DMG. I'm so happy for you. Philippines bound pretty soon. Good luck and have safe travels. They give you 59 days a visa, correct? You're welcome, Mark. Guess this December Philippines still won't open its door to all yet. We never know. 90-day visa. That's really cool. That's good. That's 90 days. That is so good. So they're quick. San Francisco is really quick. 3 days. That's so good. 3 days. Meron na po akong Pledge of Allegiance certificate. Pwede ko na bang gamitin yan pauwi ng Philippines as dual citizen? Saan po yung dual citizen certificate niyo po? Yung binigay sa inyo during oath taking? Yung mga papeles na binigay, yung identification certificate, yung, yes, pwede din yung Pledge of Allegiance certificate kasi tatlo yata yun eh. Yun po yung dalhin nyo, Sir Noel, kasi hahanapin at hahanapin po nila yun. I am arriving in Terminal 2. Do I use Padlove or Red Cross? Thank you. Miss Miss Leonessa, if you are arriving at Terminal 2, meaning you are flying with Philippine Airlines. So Philippine Airlines has its own ECIF QR code for swab test. Usually, Philippine Airlines will email you 5 days prior to your departure. They will send you the link and the complete steps on what you need to do or where to register before your flight. So usually, they send this 5 days prior to your departure, but you can also go to their website and register ahead of time. Usually 3 days before departure, you should register already. So Padlab and Red Cross, These are for non-Philippine Airlines travelers. I took your advice, make a cover letter of documents in class. Wow, yes. That actually works all the time for me because I had to go through a lot of applications. Fiance visa, well, the fiance visa, my husband did that. But with my adjustment of status, 10-year green card, naturalization, dual citizenship, and whenever my kids' passport expires and stuff, I usually put a nice cover letter itemizing all the documents that I am submitting, whether this is original or photocopy of the document and stuff, and it usually works because they could see how organized you are and they know that the documents that you have submitted is complete. Don't just compile it. What I do is I make a nice cover letter with itemized document that I sent. Plus, I would make each page of those documents that I send that way. For example, the cover letter. Then the first page would be original passport, photocopies of passport. Then the document. Then another page again for itinerary and stuff and so on and so forth. And it usually works when you do a nice cover letter for them because they know that it's kind of like telling them what you're doing and they won't really budge or anything to ask for more. So uh I'm really happy that you got approved for 3 days. That's really cool. Philippine bounce pretty soon. Daming gusto magbakas doon sa Pinas. Kami naman getting excited to have our ID for our EB3 petition. Until now waiting pa rin. Ano po yung EB3 petition, Sir Rans? Ano po yun siya? Okay, thank you too much. You're welcome. Hello po. Any updates regarding tourist visa? For ano po? For husband, for kids, or for parent po of a Filipino national? Employment base. Okay. For ano? Okay. Wow. So, ano na, maganda po yan, Sir Rans. Yung legal na talaga na may document to work, no? Kasi napaka-strict nila sa ibang bansa. Sa ibang bansa, if you are on a tourist visa, you're not really allowed to, what do you call this? You're not really allowed to work. For foreign national, yung tourist visa or 9A visa, it's granted to spouses of Filipino national, kids of Filipino national, and foreign parent of a minor Filipino child. So, outside of that category, hindi po ginagrant yung tourist visa. Sa tatlong category lang po nila binibigay yun sa ngayon. Kaso grabe daming backlogs ngayon. Kahit ano, Sir Rans, kahit sa ibang application, mga K1 visa, non-immigrant, immigrant visa, nagka-backlog talaga sila dahil yan sa previous administration na hininto yung mga immigration process ganyan. And with the new immigration, nagre-resume pa lang sila. So yung backlog nila talaga is madami. To how they receive it. So wala yung palakasan na for new applicants they process it ahead of time. They really process from the backlogs then work their way up. Hey, Grant Hill. Hello, Eaton Squad. Good morning. Grant Hill, thank you for messaging me about the Bureau of Immigration modernization. And I actually have the 57 pages of it. I'm not done reading it yet. But pretty much, they are, I think, modernizing the Bureau of Immigration law pretty soon. It's being passed in the House of Representative. They actually made an update on that on their page. So we will see what the Bureau of Immigration is going to implement once that bill is passed. Because it will go through the House of Representative, it will go through the Senate, and when it gets approved from the Senate, then the president will sign it and it gets implemented. True, plus pandemic pa, short staff sila kasi chronological ang process. Oo, kasi yun ang nangyayari. Kagaya nung sa IRS, grabe yung backlog ng IRS. Before, when you file your tax, the longest you would wait for your income tax return to be deposited in your account is 21 days. Yung sa amin, umabot ng 4 months bago namin nakuha yung tax namin. Sobrang bagal. Kasi nga sa backlog nila, ang dami. It's kind of weird that the Philippine government has not much update lately. It really does. Before they always have changes every day and stuff. So to marry my fiance, do I have to be Catholic? No, you don't. You don't have to be on a specific religion unless your fiance follows a certain religion that they really want her that they really want her future husband to be of the same religion as them. So that would be the but if your fiance is open to any religion, you don't have to be Catholic to marry her. But here in the Philippines, they do have that practice that the family would be so concerned what the religion of their daughter's future husband is, and they would love to have the same religion on that uh future husband like they do. So that's one thing in a relationship that you have to consider, also the religion, because some in the Philippines they are so heavy on that. But you need to have a talk with your fiance if uh if her family really require for you to be a Catholic to get to be married to her. But like I said, that would really depend on the family. If the head of the family said that you have to be Catholic to marry his daughter, then that's it. But if if they don't mind that you are coming from a different religion to marry their daughter, then you're good to go, right? You're welcome, Grant Hill. Oh my gosh, Grant Hill. I have a crush on that basketball player before. My husband is looking at me weird. I could see it on his facial reaction. My gosh, baby, I was only in high school that time.
Mm-hmm.
I have his huge poster in my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
He can play basketball. So, can the father of my girlfriend demand me to convert to Catholic? Actually, yes. Like I said, here in the Philippines, that's they are really heavy on that, especially if the family of your girlfriend is heavy on the religion side, on the religious side, then they would really ask you. I think they will ask, but some that those really practices Catholic, they would really demand that you convert. That happens over here, that the couple broke up because they can't get along with their religions. This is something that uh, this is only one thing. This is also something that you consider when you are into a relationship. So the religion also plays a huge role on that. That's probably what we are going to talk about in our LDR discussion tonight. Not religion. But yeah, Vincent, some family would demand for you to convert. So it just really depends on both of you. What are you guys? It would really depend on your girlfriend how she's going to manage that. You know, Polar Bear is getting jealous. Yeah, Grant Hill was my ultimate crush before in high school. Oh my God! Look at his
Grant,
face.
he'll bring you coffee in the morning.
Oh my God! He said Grant Hill make you bring your coffee in the morning. Good Lord, that's funny. That's funny, baby. Do you still have that poster? No, unfortunately, not anymore because we live in the province before. Then we moved to the city, and I did not bring that with me. It's in our old house where I was born. And unfortunately, that house was sold already. And you don't know who Grant Hill is. Wait, I'm going to show you who Grant Hill is. This is Grant Hill, a basketball player. I will share it on my screen. He plays for Piston. You guys are actually kind of look alike. Grant Hill meet Grant Hill. So that's Grant Hill. That's him, the basketball player. Because my ex-girlfriend family is a Catholic and the father demanded me to convert and said if the wedding is not of Catholic, he refused to attend. Yeah, that's typical. Like I said, those who are so heavy when it comes to religion, they can demand that you convert to their religion before a wedding is going to happen. Like I said, that will also depend on the girlfriend. If she's going to put her foot forward that no, I love this man, I want to marry him and stuff, whether he converts or not. But
And whether
if
her father shows up at the wedding or not.
oh, whether her father shows up at the wedding or not. But if that family is family oriented, they are close together and stuff, and the daughter really listens to the father regardless if she loves you or not, then that's really up to you if you really want to convert. So thank you all so much to those of you guys who are here. There's really not much people right now, no? Hopefully with the 2 weeks lockdown in Manila, that would really. Oh, Jason Statham. He's the leading man on the Meg movie. Actually, you do, Grant Hill. You actually do. You look like him. Remember that guy on the Meg movie, the shark, the new shark. The
No, I
actually
don't
you
pay that
are.
much attention to actors.
Let's see if we have questions on the ano. Oh, I expect you to be there, Vincent. We'll probably do it a bit early. That way, we're hoping to wrap it up a bit early, but I really doubt that it would. So instead of ending it LDR live. So you guys, if you still have questions with regards to travel update, immigration stuff, so like I said, the Philippine updates at the moment stay as is. The 10 banned countries are still as is. Uh, then the arrival and quarantine protocols stay as is until at least August 15, because they're going to have a new guideline until August, after August 15 again. So who can travel now? Didn't they stop all flights? No, international flights are not affected with the lockdown in Manila, actually. So there are still flights going to the Philippines. Good morning, post. Sorry I'm late. Oh, it's okay, Mike. I was also late. I just got on 30 minutes ago because I woke up late. Actually, I was awake already early, then I went back to sleep. Then Cap woke me up. Hey, are you going on live? It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Then our vet called that he's sending his son to the house to give the dogs their shots. So that's why I was a little bit late starting up. Good morning, Addie. Good morning, Boots. So if you guys miss the previous chat, one of our subscriber, DMG, he applied for the 9A visa as the spouse of a Filipino national at the Philippine consulate at the Philippine consulate of San Francisco, and his visa was processed for 3 days. 72 hours after he submitted all the documents, he got his passport with his visa. So he's ready to fly to the Philippines. He actually followed the requirements at the Philippine consulate in Los Angeles. Like I said, when you guys tries to apply something, make sure to make a nice cover letter. I will probably make a video on that, on how to successfully apply for a particular application with a nice cover letter. Uh, what do you call this? Nice cover letter and organized document. Some Filipinos in the Philippines told me that I look like Kim Jong. Yes, you are the president of Korea. You really are, Vincent. Not trying to be funny or anything. I'm not trying to be rude, actually, but you really are. You look like Kim Jong. Please use your influence in getting the borders open. Uh, I can write a letter though, but I don't think I can always try both. I can write a letter to a particular agency over here and stuff, but I'm not really sure if they're going to listen to me though. Because right now they are basing their decisions on a case to case basis, whether the cases in the Philippines are going up or going down and stuff. And the people that manages the pandemic response are so influential. That's just how politics works here in the Philippines. So, good morning po, Ma'am Adi. Hi, Christian. Nakabalik na kayo ng US, Christian? I know a Philippine family here in Minnesota. They think because they are US citizens now they cannot return. I told them I will give them your YouTube channel. Actually, they can. If they became a US citizen in the States but did not apply for dual citizenship, they can still return to the Philippines under the Balikbayan visa privileges. They just need to show their old Philippine passport or the PSA issued birth certificate. Thank you so much, Andrew, for sharing. Did you get my email on how the state of Texas is handling the QR thing? I'm sure every state health agency here is going to be issuing these documents first international travel. Yes, I actually did. And I think it's not really bad, right, Mike? I was like, I'm not really sure if I'm not really in that position yet to use my influence. It's like my channel is small and you know. Thank you so much, Butch. I can now breathe. Face look like Jim Jong And but by the way, I handle things like Duterte. Wow. I think Kim Jong is a lot more, he's also got an iron fist on him. Sa
Yeah, he had
September,
half of his family killed.
yeah, September 10 po ang flight namin. 16 days lang po kami doon. Ang bilis naman. Ay, di ba ihahatid mo lang si mama mo sa US? US naman, they don't require any quarantine and stuff. It's really your option if you want to self-isolate after you traveled from abroad. So, wala yung kagaya sa Philippines na mandatory talaga ang quarantine, 10 days, ganyan. But when you come back, Christian, for sure, you have to go through kung ano yung i-implement nila na quarantine protocols dito sa Philippines when you come back from the States. So again, you guys, I want to invite you guys tonight for our LDR live. If you guys are free to join, chit chat, share stories, be a family. Mike, are we good on our phone? We miss you on the show. I know you are there, but I mean, getting up to the monitors at Eaton Squad, your channel may be small, but you give the best up to date info. Thank you so much, Butch. That really means a lot, and I really try. I make sure that the information that I put out there is just the truth and no fake news. I know I'm not trying to badmouth other YouTubers that trying to give updates and stuff. It's like because we get paid by the views, we get paid when you guys watch our ads on our videos. That's how we get paid with YouTube. But I want to produce quality content to my viewers because I want my viewers to be well informed, not just watch my show and not just watch my video and stuff, and not just I want to put a video out there because I want the views and all that. No. It's like I would love the views. I would love higher pay with YouTube one day, but I would rather want to be paid the deserving amount of money that YouTube will pay me for all my videos. Because it will still depend on the videos that they put out there. Some videos will get more views, some videos will get small views, and that's how we get paid for those videos. But like I said, I would rather put a quality video and just the fact because we all know in the world wide web there's a bunch of fake news. And as I always say before i do before I do videos, I make sure that I research on it, make sure that's true and legit before I film. But thank you so much for that, Boots. That really means a lot. Sana po maging smooth yung biyahe namin and matapos po namin ang lahat ng asikasuhin po namin. Mababalikan ko po ulit ang mga tutorial. Help po sa akin yan. Okay, Christian, kung kailangan mo akong i-message mo ako sa Facebook page namin ha. Still the same handle, the Eaton Squad. Ay, magre-reply ako doon kung kailangan mong assistance, kung ano yung form, kung may katanungan ka pag pabalik ka na ng Pilipinas. Yes, I will join tonight. Yay! Kenzo, are you gonna be going up to the live or just on the chat? Glowing is going to try to join us tonight, and we celebrate our 1 year. Oh, happy anniversary, Mike! Happy anniversary! Oh, hopefully next anniversary you guys are together already. LDR starts 8 p.m. Philippine time. Oh, Grant Hill is already plugging it. Thank you, Grant. I'll be joining later the LDR. Looking forward to this. Oh, yes, brother. You are our co host all the time. Yeah, I think I got the phone situation taken care of. I'll know tonight when I try to go on. That's really cool. Eaton Squad, what time will your LDR segment be? I don't think. LDR would be at 8 p.m. Philippine time. So that's around 8 in the morning Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central time. That I think 5 a.m. Pacific time. Good Lord, that's so early. Nobody's gonna wake up to just watch that early on a Sunday in the States. That's the time people hope to find other half in this LDR. I, Vincent, we've been trying to tell you who it is, but you're so stubborn. Thank you po, Mamadi. Love you po. Love you too, Christian. Basta i-message mo ako. I will help as much as I can. I try to respond to all the comments. I really wish I have that ability that I can just respond. It's like I wish I can just do full-time YouTube, but no, I can't at the moment because we run a small business. I have a husband and three kids. My kids are back to school online, though I have help with tutor for them because mama can't just do everything anymore. Because at the store, we do the grocery and everything. I put up the grocery, do prices, the whole 9 yards to run a business. So as much as I want to be full time in YouTube, I just can't at the moment. But hopefully, as things goes in autopilot in our business, maybe I can do full time in YouTube. Wish you luck, Vince. 5 a.m. I see. I told you that's in California time. 5 o'clock. Too early, no? I'll be here. Oh, that's Butts, come up in our live. I think you were on the last time, right? There's our co-host. Our co-host all the time on our LDR live. James. James was like 8 o'clock. Okay, see you there with coffee. That should be what? Tennessee is Central time? Eastern. I think it's Eastern. You're
Depends.
Eastern, right? Yeah, he's Eastern, 8 a.m. He's Eastern Pacific. Eastern Pacific? Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Pacific. What did I say? Oh, yeah, brother. Brother James, my brother from another mother. James and Vincent and Mike and Howard, our co host. I watched James' vlog. Uh, he's got an herb garden. I'm so jealous. I can't even. I did try that, James, because my husband drinks the empty bottles of the sodas that he drinks. I recycle that and use that as a pot. I would buy dirt because over you buy dirt. Well, actually, for the I asked the dirt from my friends to use as a soil and stuff, and I tried to because I would love an herb garden. So I don't. I was like, it's hard to find a rosemary seedling over here. It's really hard to find a rose. I would love to have my own rosemary because I use that when I cook the steak and stuff, and I just want an herb garden. But I'm not sure I'm a green thumb though. My husband said I could kill plants. Even if it's plastic, I will probably kill it too. See how rude he is? We are eastern, but 30 minutes drive from central also. Oh, really?
That's what I said. It depends upon where he's at in Tennessee, because Tennessee is a long state.
Yeah. Yes, I was here last time. Yeah. Thank you so much, Boots. Do you think it will ever open up over there? It will, Joe. I was like, the Philippines is a third world country. And right now, this is the worst. Ah, eh lang. The Philippines is a third world country, and with the crisis, The crisis that we are facing right now, we are not prepared for it. We don't really have the money for it, unlike other countries. So right now, as much as possible, they want everybody safe, because we don't want to be like India, we don't want to be like Indonesia. We're gonna be dead if ever we have that surge like other country had. It's like that's going to be the end of the Philippines if we will have a surge like that, like that happened in Indonesia and India. We're gonna be that's going to be the end of our country, to be honest. But I really think what the Philippines is doing right now is they're just being cautious. Sometimes them being so cautious with this pandemic is really hurting a lot of people, hurting a lot of relationship. But I'm still positive that they will open back up again, especially when all the people in the Philippines are fully vaccinated. Hope to register with your U.S. marriage with the Philippine Statistics Authority. What is needed? Thanks. When you apply for the report of marriage, David, that's actually the process. You are reporting your marriage to the Philippines, so you can get a copy of that marriage certificate from the Philippine Statistics Office. So you don't need to register at the Philippine Statistics Office anymore. That is actually the process to get it reported to them, so you can get a copy of your marriage certificate anytime with that agency. Sounds like a true Filipino family to me. What did I say?
Mm-hmm.
What? Now I'm lost. Bye. Have to talk. Better half now. Talk on LDR tonight. Bye, Grant. Say hi to your ano. Tell your fiance I said hi. The dilemma I have is I sent my passport in for a visa. I have to send the original. Then what happens if the Philippines opens and I do not have my visa or my passport? What do you think? When you're applying for a visa, you don't really have much of a choice but to send your US passport, because that is where they are going to attach the visa. I will show you guys. Baby, can you please get your US passport so I can show them? They cannot just give you a certificate or a document that you have the visa now. They have to put it on your passport. That is where the visa is going. So you can't just send a photocopy of your passport and stuff. And I'm hoping that by the time the Philippines is open, your passport is back. Where did you send it, Michael? We have a subscriber over here that he sent his passport in for a visa, and he got his passport back after 72 hours. That's, I think, mine. So you have to, it's like you don't really have much of a choice but to send your passport in for the visa. So this is, where is that? See, this is a visa. That's a visa. This one, the yellow one, that's the visa. That's actually the extension of the visa. But what they are going to do is they will attach the visa over here. The visa looks like this. 9A visa. I think I have that. Thank you, Bev. Uy, you really have to do that, aren't you? You're teasing.
Of course.
Yes, how the lockdown now at your place? Right now, Kenzo, we are on
Liquor ban's
general.
over.
Uh, Right now, Ken, so we are on general community quarantine. That's the actually the second to the lowest quarantine classifications here in the Philippines. We're still doing strict implementation of mask, face shield, and stuff. But just like the other day, they have lifted the liquor ban. Yay! And I was first at the mall to restock my liquor aisle in our store, and it was such a chaos that so I am going to show you guys an example of a 9A visa that's going to be attached in your passport. That is no, that's wrong. What did I? No, that's not the one I meant to share. I want the bigger one. Oh my god, our dogs are going crazy again. This is a 9A visa, Michael. That's a 9A visa, and that is what they are going to attach at your passport. They can't attach it anywhere but on the passport, in your US passport. This December won't be opening. Maybe somewhere in earliest. We still think December because they are really ramping up. They are now on 600,000 plus jab every day when it comes to vaccination. So in this month, they are expecting about 20 million doses coming in into the Philippines. So we will see. Do they need anything to prove that you are married when getting the PSA record? You can actually do that online, David. You don't have to you don't have to go to their office. You can actually do that uh, online to request for a copy. When you listed all your brothers from another mother, oh, okay. Yeah, it's like actually those actually you don't have to be blood related to be a family, right? Captain is playing on his phone again. He's ignoring me, Mike.
No, you don't have to be blood related to be.
Oh, he just repeated what I said. I understand a standard tourist visa allows 59 days in country. How long is it valid for just those 59 days or a year or 10 years? When they say 59 days, it's really 59 days. But you can extend it up to 36 months. Also, that will also depend on the Bureau of Immigration field office that you are applying the extension of your visa, just like Forrest. He was given 1 year visa when we went home last year. His visa is already expired last July 31st. But 3 weeks after his visa expired, we applied for a 6 months extension at the Bureau of Immigration field office here in Jensen. So now his visa is extended until January of 2022. And hopefully by that time, we can process his resident card already. I have a home in Mexico that I've been going to, waiting for the Philippines to open. So why forfeit my passport and I'm stuck home until the Philippines decide to send my passport back? This is scary. I have not heard any scary scenarios yet when an applicant send his passport for a visa. Usually they get them back, and they are usually very careful with those types of document because they know how important it is. That is why when you apply for a visa, they require a tracking number, sending it to them so you can track. They recommend having the document accepted and be signed by that particular office that you are sending it to. So you are rest assured that all your documents were received properly and were received by the correct personnel. And along with the 9A visa, one of the requirements is a self addressed envelope. That also requires a tracking number. They do that. That way you can track where your documents are at and all that. So that's what they do. My thoughts are the Philippines will start thinking about opening for tourists when they reach 50 vax. I really think so. I don't really think that they are going for the 70%. Our economy is struggling right now, and without that we will not move forward. And majority of our income comes from tourism. And like I said, Filipinos doesn't really go for vacation all the time. It's the tourists that's really feeding the funds for tourism here in the Philippines. So the Eaton SWAT. Okay, so how long the 9A visa valid for? They usually give you 59 days for that visa. It really depends because DMG, one of our subscribers,
How long before you have to avail?
what?
Okay, you send it in, they give you the 9A visa.
Uh,
What if it's going to be 3 months before you fly?
with oh, you have to I the validity of it.
Right.
You should see that on the visa though, how long the visa is valid for, because it's effective as soon as you get it. So you gotta fly as soon as you get it. You don't want it because they will have a validity on the visa, but valid until. So when you get the visa, you look at the validity of it, and that's how it's going to be
So
valid for.
if it's valid for 59 days and it's 30 days before your flight,
You gotta fly.
it's only good actually for 29 days.
That's why I always recommend to go for the multiple entry visa. That's valid for 1 year. Because there are three types of the 9A visa, Butch. 59 days for single entry, uh, multiple entry for 6 months, and multiple entry for 1 year. Go for the multiple entry for 1 year, valid for 1 year. Singapore is a free visa 30 days to PH. Am I correct? Singapore is free 30 days visa. If they resume on the visa upon arrival scheme that they were imposing before, then yes, I think that applies to all foreigners coming into the country. For example, if the Philippines has finally lifted the suspension of foreign tourists to the Philippines and they will just reinstate what they are doing before, the 30 days free visa upon arrival will be implemented. But you can also extend that. I am not understanding. The PSA doesn't have a record of our marriage because we were married in the US. On my last visa, I supplied a marriage certificate and apostle. Did Oh, and David, enable for you to have a record uh of your marriage in the Philippines, particularly in PSA. You have to apply for the report of marriage at the Philippine consulate. I will actually going to make a video on that, on how to apply for a report of marriage. They will not just marriage certificate, apostled marriage certificate is different from reported marriage certificate. You will actually have to apply for it so they can record it in the Philippines. Then you can get a copy of what's this? Huh?
Probably in his church.
Then you can get a copy of your marriage certificate at the PSA. I hope I have explained that a lot better this time. I am single now, so no rush. Huh? Did you do it, James? That's sad. The Houston consulate is not accepting visa application at this time. Really? I just talked to them the other day, Mike. Is there a service that does this for you to make everything is correct, or do you have to provide this service, or maybe you should? Not really. What, the 9A visa? It's Michael, when you apply for the 9A visa, you just have to follow all the requirements. I can guide you on how to do it, but I can't really process it for you because they will not allow it. I'm not an immigration lawyer. If you want somebody to process it for you professionally, you will have to hire an immigration lawyer for that, which is expensive. But actually, you can do it on your own. If you want a guide on how to do it, I will guide you how to do a cover letter, how to organize what paperwork you guys need to compile for your 9A visa before you send it. Message me on Facebook page, the Eaton Squad, and I will walk you through. Happy 66th birthday to me. 2 more months, I'm eligible for full. Oh, wow. Happy birthday, James. Happy birthday. So, Social Security benefits in the US starts at 68. 68 before it's 60. They increased that.
Actually, before it was 58.
They added 10 years more?
Then it went to 62. Then it went to 65. Then it went to 68.
Wow. I guess Americans are living longer now this time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, David. So that's how it is. Enable for you to have your marriage certificate recorded in the Philippines. You have to apply for the report of marriage. Hi po, umuwi kami noong August 10 po. Any changing requirements going home? I'm traveling with my husband. So far, Regine, no changes. If you are traveling with your husband doesn't need a visa to enter the Philippines. Kasi kasama kanya, he's with the Filipino national wife. You just need to show them your marriage certificate. For me, it's 66 and 2 months. Cool. That's really cool, James. I hope you had a blast on your day. Deso, are you okay? My dog just got a shot today and he's not happy. He's not happy with those needles. No? Come here, Ben. I want to show you to my my see. Hi everyone. It's like my name is Deso. Huh? This is my baby boy.
Deso Conrado.
This is my baby boy.
Eaton.
He's big. This is my baby boy. Say hi to everyone. Say hi. Mm. Oh, come on. Go to daddy na. Thank you so much. Hope we meet you. We hope to meet. We would love to meet our subscribers one day when we can travel. We live in General Santos City though. I feel sorry for the fiancés. They've caught in the it the hardest. A girl here in my province, quit doing that, Deso. A girl here in my province had her Canadian fiance quit her. He said, "Looks like it's time we just got on with our lives and forget this." That's really sad. I know it will really get to you, especially when you
A
are
situation like that, it wouldn't have
on
worked
that
out anyway.
situation like that. But like we always say, if you give up in a situation like this, and I know it's a very hard situation, if you give up in a situation like this, you will probably give up in any other situation that you will go through in life when you guys are together. This is actually a test, an ultimate test on how you will handle your relationship when it comes to trials like this. I know it's going to be a case to case basis. Some will probably have valid reasons why they have to end the relationship and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's something that at the end of the day, it's something about how you handle situations in life, how you manage crisis in life, how you deal with crisis in life. That's all there is to it, because the pandemic is just one of those crises that we will have to go through in life. And there will be more, especially when you guys are married. It's not all the sweet moments and everything. You will go through ups and downs of your marriage life, or in every relationship. You will go through with it. So, giving up easily on a situation is not going to work. So, I'm really hoping those who are on LDR couples would stick to the relationship and would really pursue it, because that would be hard to anybody. I know uh it's not easy. Nobody says life is easy, but oh my god, Michael, you're so generous. Thank you for that. Maraming salamat. Haha, at work all day on birthday. Oh, make your treat yourself, James. Cute dog. Maraming salamat. I would tell you when I hit 66 on the troll benefits. Do change this year to 67 for full benefits. Are you on the borderline, brother Mike? Yes, no? Oh, Cap said your cup is nodding. Michael, thank you so much for that. Thank you. You're very generous. He sent $19.99 on my chat. That's really sweet. Thank you. Now you have to provide proof of income when you file for your visa. Is that correct? I've retired on a 35 a month. Do you think that's enough to cover? They will just need the latest for financial capability on the visa. You need your latest bank statement. They actually also accept credit card statement, any income that you have. They just want the latest copy of the statement of it. I don't really think they put a cap on financial capability. I have not.
$35 a month.
Huh?
$35 a month.
3,500 a month.
That should be way more than enough for the Philippines.
Yeah, Mike, 3,500 a month in the Philippines. How much is that? I'm computing. Wait a second, brother.
That's 175,000.
That's more than enough over here, Mike. To be honest. Yes, boy, it's really hard. I know it's really hard. It's like my husband and I have gone through a lot of hurdle in our relationship. To tell you, we were almost to the point of, right, babe, getting divorced. Though we did, it's like it was more on my side, not on his side. He doesn't give up easily, but my husband is like, if you're not happy anymore and you just really want to give up, then I don't really have a whole lot of choice of it because I am weak when it comes to that. He's not. I'm about to cry. I'm really weak when it comes to that, but he's not. He's a fighter, and we have that we have that downtime in our relation. Oh my god, I'm really gonna cry. It's like we have that downtime in our relationship that we almost separated because I couldn't do it anymore. Oh my goodness. I'm such that I need a towel. I'm sorry. It's just that, like I said, it's not easy. Nobody said it's easy, but oh my goodness, I really cried. See, it's not that I'm not being drama, but I'm just telling you guys I'm just letting you guys the reality of being in a relationship. It's not easy. Like I said, yes, we are together now, but now we are a lot better in our relationship. We know how to deal with crisis anymore. We know how to uh deal with all our problems. But before, early on to our marriage, I was really hit so hard with it. It's like I don't know how to handle it, and he does. And I was really giving up, and he's not giving up, but I was. And but a good thing our marriage was still saved, and with the proper communication and understanding with each other, we were able to pull it through. It's like that was really the hardest time of our marriage. And for sure any other couple will experience that. Like I said, it's not all lovey-dovey happy times. The lovey-dovey happy times is there, but you will be tested as time goes by. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but it's just that sometimes it still hits me when I think about all those struggles that we've been through as a married couple. Dinner on me. I will be in touch. Thanks for your help. I get frustrated with the Philippines original. It gets overwhelming. Hopefully, uh, that's really typical with the Philippines, Michael. You will understand sooner or later that the Philippines is so fond when it comes to documents. They are really they do unlimited documents. LDR because less concerns on her side came down to good morning, good night. I was paying for everything, set up Wi-Fi and all. An app talk star maker become his life interest. See, LDR works as a team. You can't just you can't just you can't just have one person working for the relationship. It has to be both. It has to be both, because it will not work if there's only one working for the both of you. So, like you said, James, it comes to the point that you guys are just doing good morning, good night, and her interest has shifted to something else. Maybe you have to be honest with her on what's going on, and you have to be honest that this is not healthy anymore with our relationship. Like I said, LDR or any other couple, whether LDR or not, it has to you guys have to work as a team. Can't It just can't be one person alone working for the relationship. I'm so jealous now that some of people here are having LDR while I'm so alone. Oh, Vincent. Sorry, I'm using voice typing. I retired when I hit 66 and 2 months. They are changing it this year to 67 years old. Nah. Takes more than a simple 20 minutes a day. See, that is one thing too. If you really love somebody, you will have the time for him or her. It's like you guys will have a lot. I have learned that the hard way before. My husband, to be honest, James, we were on that situation too. We went to that stage as well. That hi, good morning, good night. I'm less of a talker. He's not. And one time it really hit me hard because my husband works offshore. And he said, whatever news we get from our family is actually a treat because we have something to talk about on the boat. So if my husband is complaining like that, it's not really gonna help them. He's on the boat for 28 days, and texting him like that or giving him just messages like that is detrimental to them. Because like I said, you are on the boat for 28 days. Any news from the family is actually a breath of a fresh air to them. So that really hit me hard before too, because I get busy with other things and I forget I have a husband that I need to update to. So last last meet namin May 27, 2019. Medyo matagal na din, no, Rachel? Sorry po, naiyak kayo. Mababaw talaga ang luha ko, grabe. Nakakaiyak, nakakahawa. I'm sorry guys, am I making you cry too? What's up po? How about tourist po? Hi, Lotus. Until now, tourist is not allowed in the Philippines still. So, there's really not much update on the. We did 1 hour video call today and we both decided that we're both stubborn and we're not going to let this damn virus separation. Yeah, it's hard, but it's all. I know. It's like that will also depend on both of you, Mike. It's like I really applaud you guys' commitment to each other, and not all can commit to that. Not all has that kind of commitment into a relationship, because commitment also plays a huge role in a relationship. Not just trust, communication, commitment has to be there as well. Through ups and downs. That's why when you guys get married, the vows through sickness and in health, through poorer or richer. What else? What's the other one?
For richer or for poor, for better or for worse.
For better or for worse. So we are on the worst situation right now. So richer or poorer, better or for worse, sickness and in health, sickness or health till death do us part. That's actually a legit vow, because it's not always the riches, it's not always the betterness of life, it's not always the healthiest living in life. We will always get the opposite of it, the worst, the sickness, the poorest, and all that. And you have to be prepared for it. It's not going to be easy. But if you guys are a team, for those worst times in your life, you can pass through it. Me and my husband did that.
Like the song says, I never promised you a rose garden.
Yeah. So that's what we have been doing. Is I think our relationship is a lot stronger now.
Either that or life is all roses and mine are dead.
It's like, yeah, we don't have really that much money for grandiose uh life here in the Philippines that we would love to, but we are happy. We are happy family. It's like that doesn't really stop us. Before, when I started, when we started dating and I started experiencing luxury things in the States and stuff, that really got to my head, to be honest. That got to my head. I brag about it. I would rub it on faces of my friends and family that, hey, I got this and stuff. And that was really bad. And that was really bad. That backfired on me. Now that I have matured, I am more happy to living simple. Here, I'm happy if we can eat 3 times a day. I'm happy if we could get a treat and stuff like that. It's like simple, as simply as things makes me happy now. I'm not really into material stuff anymore. Probably because we have kids already. I still do shop for myself. He also shops for himself. If he's got money for his games, he's happy with it. I can go shopping for my clothes and stuff. I'm happy with it as well. But as you grow older, I think I'm 38. As you grow older, I think your priorities in life would change, and your likes in life would change, and the more it's simple, it's a lot more happier, because before it was really complicated. So I'm sorry, I'm so dramatic right now, but I'm just trying to share the hardships. It's like we didn't get to this stage of our life just having happy moments all the time, no struggles and all. We do struggle. We have struggled a lot, actually. We did. We have struggled a lot. I think I have a message. Let's check what the message is. I'm just responding to this. I'm responding to an inquiry in our Facebook page. When will this Duterte government atrocity end, and who's the next president candidate? Would love to see the more sensible Gwen Garcia stand for the president. Your thoughts? You have to understand, here in the Philippines, when an election is coming up, you would see the good side of politicians. That's a given. They would raise issues like this. They will use that issue to their advantage. Actually, if you go deep on the Duterte government or the Duterte administration, they have done a lot of things compared to previous presidents that we had. To be honest, if you go through all the stuff that he did. And to me, we are we are lucky that he is our president right now during this pandemic. Because if he's not the president, I don't think the Philippines is going to get as much donations of the vaccine that we are getting now, to be honest. I know that they are not managing the COVID-19 response in the Philippines properly, because it's hard. It's really hard. It's not easy to manage a global pandemic like this. But
Look at the United States. They're going back through lockdowns again.
yes, look at the states. Even first world countries are struggling to manage this global pandemic. What more in the Philippines? I know there's a bunch of Filipinos that are so mad at him because he's not managing the pandemic properly. I get that. I have complaints on how they manage the COVID-19 in the Philippines as well. But nobody is really having an easy time with this global pandemic that we are going through right now. With Governor Gwen Garcia, look what happened to Cebu. Cebu is having a surge again. And there's a doctor actually in Cebu that was so mad because of what she did. And the opinion was, she campaigned too early for a national position in the Philippines. And I think that's what she's doing. I don't really hate her, or I don't really say that I like her. At first, I did like her at first, because I could see the sincerity in her heart. Heart goes to those Filipinos traveling back to the Philippines. But in the long run, it showed her true color, and It's not good. Oh my god, the lovebirds are here. Lotus, Talde, and Trisera. Hello, lovebirds. How are you guys doing? But like I said, the Philippine, when election is coming up, you will see the good side, the very good side of our politician. I told her I wanted to take her to a nice restaurant when I come to the Philippines. I understand what you mean about a simple life. Her idea of a nice restaurant. You go, yes, actually, Mike, you're true because my husband used to treat your family to a nice restaurant. I take them to McDonald's. McDonald's, KFC, and Jollibees over here are a treat for us Filipinos already. I know in the States, when you say take them to a nice restaurant, you go to fancy restaurants and stuff.
Red Lobster,
Red
Olive
Lobster,
Garden,
Olive Garden, what else? Not Chinese restaurant. That's not a fancy restaurant.
Sirloin Steakhouse.
Yes, Roadhouse. Not Roadhouse. What's the steakhouse in the States that we go to with Cracker Bar? No, not Cracker Bar. The ones that that they have peanuts, a full bucket of peanuts for before you. I forgot the name. Yeah, when they say take them to a nice restaurant, you take them to a
Roadhouse.
steakhouse and stuff. Over here in the Philippines, we able to eat at Jollibee, McDonald's, KFC is actually a treat. Look up the porcupine dilemma. You and Forrest, it states that human intimacy cannot exist without pain. It comes from an analogy of hedgehogs coming close together to share heat and cold weather. Exactly. Like I said, it doesn't work. It won't work if it's just one person. Just like the example of the hedgehog. They won't survive with just one heat. They have to stay close together to survive the cold weather. And that's how the relationship works as well. It takes a team to work for a relationship. Even though the other party is working hard for the relationship to work, it's not going to work because it's just the other party who wants to have a good relationship, but the other one is not interested in just going with the flow. It's not. It needs two brain for that relationship. Two is better than one, but must be stabbed by their pines in their body in order to be close. Yep, exactly. It's like I said, it's not all lovey dovey, it's not all sweet moments and stuff. You will undergo a lot of trials in a relationship. And if you think we are not going to go through trials again, newsflash, it will come. Sometimes I get nervous, or sometimes I get jiggity when things are going well, things are going as planned, because I know there is something coming after that. It's the calm before the storm. And we are always prepared for it. And we help each other to fight for it or get through with it. Texas Roadhouse. Yep, that's the one. I like it because as soon as you enter, they got a full bucket of peanuts for you to eat. It's like the thing that I don't like in the States, because they start with entrees. My lord, their entrees is my full meal already. So I don't usually get entrees over there. I go for the main course right away. When I was in Quezon City, I ate most of the time from small vendors on the street or tiny kitchen, serving maybe 5 to 6 person. And that's not unusual over here, Andrew. It's like we have small eatery and stuff, street foods, small vendors on the street that tries to sell food. Sad to know the other half just want the best for her family by using that guy she just with during, and that time once got what she wanted, she just left that poor guy and be with another guy. I know, and that it's like that. That's one thing that you have to look after too. You have to find somebody that's willing to go through with you on the hard times, not just the good times, but it's the hard times that would tell you that she's in for a long haul, or she's or he's in for a long haul. It's the hard times, because it's hard to stick to somebody during crisis. That's when you know who's really your true friend during hardships. Are we on LDR discussion now, or am I still on answering questions on travel update? But yeah, that's the reality of life. That's just the reality of life. I take what comes along, click and go with the flow. That's actually a good attitude, Kenzo. I'm the worrywart in our relationship. I worry on small things, even though I don't have control over it. But in the long run, I have learned to manage that properly. If you don't have control over a situation, don't fight for it tooth and nail. Just go with the flow until it goes better. But if you can do something on the situation, go ahead and do something for that situation. Vincent, it would not be the right one if they didn't stick true. I think you are talking about Texas Roadhouse. They do steaks, believe it or not. I live just outside of Houston in the suburbs, and in Missouri City, they have a Jollibee. Really? They have Jollibee in Missouri now? Oh, Missouri, that's close to Kansas already, right, babe?
Missouri City.
Missouri City, Texas?
He said he's in Texas, right?
Yeah, just outside in the suburbs of Houston. I'm not being selfish, but I won't give any money to her family. If I got a girlfriend, without knowing what's their background, they can curse and swear at me for all they want. But my stand is very clear. I guess that also depends on the girl, Vincent, because just like me and my husband, I can always take advantage of him to send money to my family. But I put my foot forward on that. That's his hard-earned money, and my family can't just have it all the time. That, hey, I need money, can you bail us out? No. When I was in the States, I was very determined that I will only send them money on occasions, or if there's any emergency and stuff. I never provided my family a monthly uh money sent to them so they can have a good life. No. They are still strong, they can still work. In money in the States, we don't just get out of our front yard and pick our dollars in the yard. I wish that's the case. I would be in the front yard working every day, picking some dollars. I won't mind that, but it's not. It comes with hard work, longer hours of work, separation from your partner because one has to work, one has to stay at the house. I'm not just going to give that money away. And I'm totally agreeing with you, Vincent, 100%. But that's also an option for the guys that if they have extra money that they're wanting to help their girlfriends, that's really their option. That especially with the situation right now in the Philippines, most of the people here lost their jobs because of the pandemic, because of the constant lockdowns and stuff. And you have an extra money to help them out, or you have to help your girlfriend out. That's really an option, and that's actually a nice gesture. I don't think they are really trying to take advantage of you because they never asked. It was you who offered. If it's you who offered, that's a different thing. But also when they get into a situation that they really need help financially and they ask, make sure that the situation is legit. Sad the girls I'm with all stand by their family and ask me for money. And it's a good thing you're not with her anymore because I don't really think it's gonna work anyway. Sorry, it's kind of rude to say that, but it's just the reality. Good noon, Feliciano. But your country has closed the borders last March 2020. They have protocols in place for foreigners, and yet you can't enter. Doesn't make any sense. Right now, Deepak, they are just the foreign nationals that can enter are limited. So
Masters and spouses.
they still allow foreign nationals, on but you have to be on that category to be able to enter. Hello, the Eaton squad. Hi, Tosh. How? Would you like a taco, please? Can you send me some? You're making me hungry already. You're teasing, Tosh. You know, you're not. You're bad. You're teasing. I'm responding to one of our subscribers. Oh, my love has not yet had one. Oh, we do tacos here at the house. She's eating something called dinikdakan. Yep. Okay, I'm out of here. I hope to see you in the morning. Thank you for all you do. See you, Boots. Boots is going to bed because he has to wake up early for. Thank you so much, Boots. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. You don't know how much I appreciate you guys being on my live, on my videos all the time. It really means a lot. Without you guys, my channel is nothing, to be honest. I will see you on LDR discussion. I'm excited for tonight, actually. I will be more excited if my husband will shave. Hint, hint. Any idea when I can see my baby in the Philippines without quarantine? Philip,
Without quarantine?
without quarantine. Philip, to be honest, I know the quarantine, I really think the quarantine will never go away. They will probably shorten it, but they will still require quarantine.
Without quarantine, I figure probably around July of next year.
We don't know.
Once the Philippines is basically at around 80-90% vaccination rate, they'll probably lift the quarantine.
The main problem here right now, our vaccination is quite slow because the vaccine supplies are quite slow also coming in into the country. So until majority of the population, let's say 80% of the population is fully vaccinated, I don't really see them removing the quarantine. Mm-mm. You guys also, we have a Facebook page, the Eaton Squad. I also upload the videos over there. The good thing about on the Facebook page is you can message me directly there. And like in YouTube, all you can do is comment on the video that I made or that I upload. But on Facebook page, you can actually direct message me and ask questions about travel related updates, immigration updates, and stuff. So if you guys, I would like to invite you guys to also subscribe over there. Click the like button there so you guys can if you have really an urgency on something, you can message me there. I have an appointment for passport on Monday. Yeah, hey. That's good. I don't mind the quarantine. I just would like to get back there ASAP to see my fiance. I know some would dodge the quarantine just to be able to go back in the Philippines. And I'm really hoping the Philippine government would start seeing that side, especially that they get a lot of complaints every day, that they get a lot of messages every day on that hopefully they would open up to those fiancés, boyfriends, girlfriends, to those foreigners with a relationship to a Filipino national over here. And I hope that they would really do something to that. And I hope that they would hear those cries finally. And that would be a happy day, you know. So guys, we have 10 more minutes before we wrap this up. Because it's lunchtime, we gotta eat and We'll have to prepare for our LDR discussion tonight. If you guys are around, if you guys are free, whether you are on LDR or not, together or not, it's BS. I am vaccinated. Why am I not allowed to enter? I just don't understand the method behind it. Sometimes I think about it
Because
too.
vaccination does not
Oh, now I
ensure
know. Even you are vaccinated, that does not refrain you from not
from
getting
carrying
the
it.
getting the infection. You can still be a carrier of the virus even fully vaccinated. There's a bunch of fully vaccinated Americans in the States that tested positive with Delta variant and they are fully vaccinated. The vaccine uh does not, what do you call this, does not make you not get the virus. You will still get the virus, but it would be on the milder side of the virus, not the severe one.
But that doesn't mean that who you are infected will get the milder
Yeah.
case.
If you guys have to come over to Houston, when you come here, well, hook up and I'll take you to Foodology. Oh my God, crab legs, crawfish, shrimp, red lobster, my treat. Ah, Mike, you're making me hungry. I miss the food in the States too. I really do. I've been to Texas, but just at the airport. Wasn't really toured around Texas, to be honest, Mike. I've lived in the States for so long, but the only time I was in Texas was during a layover or something. If going home to the Philippines or coming to the States, and that's about it. But I have not really toured around Texas. My husband won't take me there. I don't know why. I'm blaming him again. It's expensive too, eh? Yeah, I was supposed to be back last year for looking into wedding options. Oh, but the vaccine is a cure at all?
No, the
No.
vaccine does not cure the
Yeah, the
virus
vaccine does not cure the
and
virus.
does not ensure that you won't get the virus.
Yes. Because,
It
like
just
I
means
said,
that whoever is fully vaccinated will get a milder case.
yes,
Now, if they transmit it to somebody that is
not
not fully
vaccinated.
vaccinated, they will still get the full effects.
My fiance wants to come here. The immigration advised him to get a 9A visa, but we are doubting if it will be approved. He has siblings here, and we also just lost our baby, so we hope we can have another one. Oh, I'm so sorry for that. I'm so sorry for your loss. You said he's got siblings there, so he's a Filipino or half and half? Texas is the best. Yeah, I would love to tour Texas one day. The Mexican food is good too in Texas. Yep, 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 yep. You guys are making me hungry. But Montana has the best beef in the States. It's cold. Montana, Colorado, Chicago. Ooh. Any news from our friend Russell? I don't know. Hopefully tonight he would be on the show again, but I would understand if he can't make it. But the last time we talked to him is a lot better shape. It was a joke playing on how SMS has been with the vaccine. Oh, okay. To get a 9A visa, I need a copy of my baby's birth certificate. Yep. And you have to be listed as the father. And you need a letter of request from the mom. Have it notarized as well.
And by all means, play the sympathy card.
Yep. Did you hear him? By all means, play the sympathy card.
if your kid is still a baby, have her put in the letter that,
I need my daddy home so bad.
yeah, exactly. I need my daddy home. I need to meet my daddy. I need to see my daddy. I need to know who my daddy is. This is my developing years.
Yes.
I need to be able to build that bond with my daddy.
Get that card out and lay it on.
Because more than likely, whoever is going to be looking at that letter is a father or a mother,
True.
and they will understand
Mm-hmm.
that sympathy card.
Yep. Why don't they pass or approve a new visa for LDRs? Just saying. That's actually a good idea, but you're dealing with the Philippine government here.
Because people would abuse it.
That one too. And to those that would go through it legally will suffer. I think that's what they are trying to avoid the system to be abused. La 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 la. No no no. So guys, like I said, I would like to invite you again tonight on our LDR live. It's like if you guys still have travel questions, travel update questions during that show, we would be happy to answer that. It's going to be hosted by my husband and I, and we have other subscribers that joins us live as our co-host, and we always have fun. We go for 4 to 6 hours live, just chit-chatting, you know, and come join us. I don't know if you all know, but do you know if the rumor of unvaccinated will be required to stay home, or if it's just rumor like the government is saying? The president has actually said that those who are not vaccinated should stay home, especially this is the quote, especially if they refuse to be vaccinated. Because like I said, any human being is a carrier of the virus. And right now, we can depend on the vaccine to get the milder case of it. But if you refuse to get vaccinated, then you don't really, like you said, you don't really have the right to go around and spread and get and infect everybody. He did actually say that. Why are Filipinos so pretty? Are we?
Yes, sure.
I love my Filipino. Aw, that's so sweet of you, Tosh. Quarantine is here to stay for now, whether vaccinated or not. That is true. I got my Jensen vaccine week ago and I'm less worried now. Oh, good for you, sis. I wish we can do that as well here. But we do plan on traveling up to Manila to get our vaccines because my husband is a veteran and they do vaccination for veterans over there at the Veterans Affairs Clinic at the US Embassy Manila. So hopefully I'm just waiting for the lockdown to be lifted because I'm actually scared to travel because I know our luck all the time. So I don't want to be stuck in one place because of quarantine and stuff. And I have to ask if we're doing that. Do we need to undergo vaccine again when we go back to Jensen? I wish we can just go to Davao and get vaccinated, but I don't think they're gonna let us do that. You guys really need to see NASA. Yeah, I've heard about NASA in Texas. My father-in-law took me to Alabama one time at where's that? Where did dad took me? In Mobile, Alabama to see the USSR warships,
USS Alabama.
USS Alabama ship. It was so cool. I was able to get inside a submarine. Oh my god, that was so cool. And see aircrafts of the Philippine Air Force, Philippine US Air Force. That's what happened when you join a military family. That's where they take you. So my father-in-law took me to Mobile, Alabama, and Seoul. I know they have that one in Texas too. USS Texas. Do they have USS Texas? USSR. But it was really cool. I wish I was vlogging that time already, but nope, I wasn't vlogging that time yet. Can my fiance register our baby online? Yes. If you're a US citizen, right, Philip? She can actually apply for the report of birth, the CRBA at the US embassy, get your baby registered to get a US passport. I don't think that one you need to be married, or as long as you're recognized as the father or listed as a father. Granted, they might require something, because with our situation before, they were really mean to me when I registered my baby to be a US citizen and stuff. And they require us to have a DNA test, making sure that he's the father of the baby. He was so mad. My husband was like, "It doesn't matter if it's my kids or not, because I am an American citizen as well. So the child should be automatically US citizen because I'm a US citizen." But no, they really want to complicate things. And he did not like it. He called and it got taken care of. NASA was overpriced when I went years ago. The space ride was cool, but it was $20, and the US Texas is awesome, just saying. Yeah, I look forward visiting Texas one day. I'm father. That's really cool. Yes, you can actually apply for have your fiance register the CRBA. I went through the process of the CRBA, Philip. Have her message me on Facebook. I can help her what documents she needs, because I still have the paperwork with me for the consular report of birth abroad for your kid, because the father is a US citizen. That way he will be recognized as a US citizen, reported as a US citizen, and your child will get a US passport and a social
You'll
security.
also get a Social Security card,
You
which
can
means he can claim you on his
yes,
taxes.
you that it's like you can apply for the social security card also at the US Embassy Manila, so you can claim your son in your tax. That's what we did with my youngest, because she was born here. Just half siblings. He's Italian and his father married to a Filipino. So he's half siblings here in the Philippines. Oh wait. He's Italian and his
Is
father,
married to a Filipino, which means that he can appeal with a valid buy-in privilege.
he doesn't actually need a visa for that. He just needs to prove that he's a Filipino. He's got blood of, because you said his father is married to a Filipina. So mama is a Filipino. He's actually dual citizen by birth. I am thankful for you guys. Please continue. I'm sorry, but I am antok. I will see you guys in the morning. Your husband is awesome. Oh, thank you, Tosh. I will see you on the LDR discussion tonight, morning, your time. Thank you for your help. You're very welcome. Yeah, the Eaton Squad on Facebook. Just type in the Eaton Squad and you should be able to see our page. I went through that process on the CRBA. But you have to be prepared, Philip, since you guys are not married yet. They may ask for a DNA or something, but have her compile all the paperwork that she had during her maternity checkup and all that, because they would ask for it. Maternity checkup, if she could get a copy from the clinic where she's having her checkup during her pregnancy, you will have to put that in your pile. file in your file when you apply for the consular report of birth abroad. Because I did send mine. I even attached my hospital bill on there. I was like, that's the thing I do when I have to apply for something. I will attach all the paperwork that I could think of, to the point that they will not and I always have this mindset that I will not give them a chance to ask for more documents from me, because everything is there for them to look at, so they will process my paperwork right away. La 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 la. It's like we're really hoping to go back to the States one day with the girls, because it's been a while since the girls, especially our youngest. Our youngest was born here in the Philippines, and yes, she's got a US passport, but we're not able to take her to the States yet. And she's already 5 years old. Hopefully, when finances gets to rolling, that we can afford to travel again. Plus, this pandemic is already over. Hopefully, we can go back to the States and visit grandma. My father-in-law wasn't able to see our youngest because he passed away 3 months after she was born. So he wasn't able to see her. The other two of our girls, is able to see them. He was even in the delivery room when I delivered those two, and watched them grow up. But the youngest, he wasn't able to. My mother-in-law has met our youngest already, because she went here to the Philippines. She actually visited the Philippines. But hopefully we can take her back to the US for the first time, because her other sisters were born in the States and had experienced the States. I can't wait to take her to Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh God, no,
What? Patricia, Chuck E. Cheese?
no,
Get ready for your coins, Dada.
no.
Batman, so you can actually go on the space shuttle. They have one on display. Oh, cool. So they have rides there on NASA. You will actually wear an astronaut suit. At NASA, you can actually go inside a space shuttle. Oh, cool. I may have a problem with that with Forrest, because he's claustrophobic. He doesn't like much of closed spaces. He is claustro.
I never made it in the submarine corps.
He said he will never make it in a submarine corps. In the States, Mike, when he drives, I know it's illegal not to put on your seatbelt, but he can't breathe when he puts on his seatbelt. He really can't.
I have a fear of restraints and I'm claustrophobic.
That freaks him out whenever he puts his seatbelt on. So most of the time when we are in the States, I'm driving this girl.
As long as you stay out of the ditches, you're fine.
I don't drive on the ditch anymore, no.
I was meeting the person that you were getting ready to run over.
Oh boy. So you wrap this up. I'll go for lunch. I got some stuff to do. So
Hot wings for lunch.
No, it's not. That's for ano. That's for dinner. Mm, 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 mm. So I guess we can wrap this up. I will see you guys tonight in our LDR live. Just like I said, if you guys have any questions, urgency on your inquiry when it comes to travel updates or immigration updates and stuff, message me on our Facebook page or Instagram, same handle, the Eaton Squad. I will reply as soon as I can. Sometimes I get busy. I can't reply right away, but I usually reply to messages over there. So I will see you guys tonight in our LDR live discussion. Please join us tonight, whether you are on LDR or not. I'm inviting you guys to join and chit chat with us, share experiences, stories. We always have fun. So I will hope to see you guys in our next live streaming. And please keep an eye on our travel updates to the Philippines. Make sure that you have pushed the notification bell so you will be notified every time we have new updates in the channel. I thank you guys so much. I'm really thankful to all my subscribers for constantly supporting our channel all the time. How did you guys actually meet? Sorry, I'm just 2 weeks old in your squad. We actually meet online. We are on an online dating site with my husband called Cherry Blossoms. We actually meet there. He flew to the Philippines to meet me in person. We went through the K1 visa process, adjustment of status, 10-year green card, naturalization, dual citizenship for me. The whole 9 yards. We actually went through that process. So, yep, we are a product of online dating sites. Why are they so quiet outside, noisy outside? Good night, guys. I'll see you later in LDR. Yes, good night, Brother Mike. See you guys later. So I hope to see you guys later. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless everyone. Bye.